It's a rainy day here in Jackson Hole, so I figure what better thing to do than go birding throughout the valley. Hey everybody, this is Mike with Wyoming Photography, and I am here at the National Elk Refuge. There's a little boardwalk here. It is a great spot for a lot of variety of birds. It's some great wetlands. There's a pond back here that stretches for another 100 yards or so. That dumps into Flat Creek, which is also part of the refuge just up the way. Right now there's a bunch of northern ruffling swallows flying around, and so I was trying to focus on them, getting a shot of them mid-flight and see what I could come away with. Okay, so I just pulled into a place called Schwabacher Landing. This is a really great spot for birds because this is along a side channel of the Snake River that a lot of beavers have built dams up and built beaver ponds on. So it creates a great site for nesting birds, waterfowl, raptors, pretty much anything. So we're gonna go see what we can find out here. So it's a little quiet back here right now, and that could be the time of day. It's also early to mid-afternoon, which is not a terribly active time for birds. The rain's not bothering them just because it's not a heavy rain, it's just kind of a light drizzle right now, which wouldn't be an issue. There are also two sides to Schwabacher Landing. There's this side that I'm on right now, and then there's a much more popular side, which I'll go check out in just a little bit. I've definitely heard some birds. I've heard a couple of flycatchers back here, tucked away in the bushes. I've heard multiple western wood pewees calling from those evergreens back there as I was walking out here. Nothing's really out giving a show or anything, or visible, so I keep looking around and see what we can find here, because there's always something here usually. So that didn't take long. Right after recording that last clip, I missed a gadwall flying in, which would have been really nice, but stuck around for a little bit and I got some decent shots, and some really nice shots actually, and completely missed how quickly he took off. I thought he was going to be just sitting around eating and cleaning and stuff like that, but he took off in a split second and my settings were not quite there, so didn't get the takeoff shot as well as I'd like, but say no cranes flying back there, way back there. So yeah, I missed that takeoff shot, at least as good as I'd like it, but still, that was cool. So something's coming out, and start heading back to the other side and see what we see. Okay, so I'm here at Schwabacher Landing still, and on the way over here I caught a really great shot of a cedar waxwing with some light rain around it. The rain's coming a little bit more, and I managed to get a small flock of, not 100% sure what they are. If I had to guess, I would say they were juvenile Barrow's golden eyes. beautiful place, and typically when there's not clouds and rain, Tetons are right back there. You get some really great reflections in these beaver ponds. And typically when there's not rain, there's a crowd here too. Well, I didn't make it very far before I got distracted by a great shot of a white-crowned sparrow just sitting here on a large dead tree that had fallen. And right next to him was a pine siskin hopping around. So both birds gave me some really great shots, and I'm just kind of waiting around to see what else comes out. So I'm back in the car, and I spent a lot more time there than I thought I would, which is a good thing because there was a lot of good stuff. On the way back, I found those cedar waxwings again, and they were moving around a lot more. So I tried to spend a little time trying to get those in flight. And in addition to all the other stuff, that was definitely a great stop. But this is also why I would be absolutely terrible at trying a big ear. So don't know if that's going to be in the cards for me anytime soon. But definitely a little bit later than I thought it was going to be. But we're not turning around yet. We're going to go keep looking. And this is a different part of the park. I've got my rain jacket hanging up on the passenger seat, and my legs are pretty soaked. So I'm going to head off to a different part of the park, a little bit farther north. It's a bit of a drive, but it gives my jacket and my legs a chance to dry off. And try to find some other fun stuff. Off we go. Okay, so I'm in the Oxbow Bend area of Grand Teton National Park, which is a iconic postcard view of Mount Moran and the Snake River. And I'm in this area kind of on the backside right now along the Snake River, and driving in right away I saw a couple of common mergansers sitting in the river just preening and bathing themselves. So I am going to get out and walk around here and see what other kind of critters are out here. Well, that was nice. Those mergansers looked like they got up and ready to swim right when I was ready to photograph them. So got them coming down the Snake River, and some nice shots of them. And I'm gonna walk around, see what else we can find. Every now and then there's a bald eagle that comes flying upstream or downstream. There's some other waterfowl. See some Canada geese right over there. And this place is full of surprises, so let's see what's out here. So the great thing about this area is it's a relatively small area, and you can just kind of wait for a lot of the birds to come to you. And I saw a couple of spotted sandpipers. And there's an osprey up on the tree. He's been sitting there for who knows how long. I saw an American white pelican way off in the distance, but still something else here, and a lot of good stuff here if you just kind of sit and wait and see what comes up and down the river. Okay, so I was out there way longer than I expected, which is really good because there was a lot going on. I got a few great shots of that osprey flying from its perch. As I was waiting for it to fly again, it flew to another perch nearby. As I was waiting for it to fly again, spotted sandpiper came right in front of me, which was really cool. And then as the spotted sandpiper left, a whole family of mergansers just came literally running up the river. And so I got to watch them come up and got some great shots of them as they came around the bend. They came really close. And yeah, what a great time here. So this is a great spot around Oxbow Bend. So if you just sit and wait and you have a little patience, this winds up being a really great spot. So I'm gonna keep moving on, and got another spot in mind nearby that I'm gonna go check out, and we'll see what's hanging out there. Okay, so I'm here at the Jackson Lake Dam area, which is a fantastic spot for birds because on one side you have the Snake River coming out of Jackson Lake, and frequently you see American white pelicans, mergansers, bald eagles, osprey, a lot of things flying around this area. And right across the road on the other side, there's a fantastic complex of beaver ponds and just this great big pond which attracts a lot of waterfowl, a lot of different ducks, a lot of red-winged blackbirds, swallows, yellow warblers, flycatchers, things like that. So this is a really great area. I'm going to poke around, see what's out. I see a great blue hen right there. Didn't want to bother that great blue heron for too long, but it was a great shot, and they're usually pretty skittish, so I didn't want to overstay my welcome with him. But great shot, and we keep moving up and see what else is around here. Now, if you're wondering why there's a dam at all in Grand Teton National Park, it's because it was built in 1916 before the park was even designated. So it got grandfathered in, unlike Hetch Hetchy, which down in Yosemite caused a whole different controversy. So this one was already here. It added about 20 or 30 feet to Jackson Lake, which was already the largest glacial lake in the area. And it's used for agricultural purposes and controlling the water flow downstream to the Snake River Plain and beyond. So there is a female red-winged blackbird sitting back there, and got a shot of her real quick. And some swallows flying way overhead. You can hear them. But aside from that, surprisingly kind of quiet right now. So I'll give it a little bit more, see if anything else pops out, and keep heading down the road. Alright, so that wasn't quite as great as I was expecting, but after the last location, it's pretty hard to complain. And you never really know. You never know unless you get out and get there and see what's there. So I'm out here along a trail by the Moose Wilson Road along the sawmill ponds. And fun fact about this little trail is this used to be the original Moose Wilson Road in the earlier days of the park, and got rerouted, and it's actually in the next couple of years, as of this recording, going to be the main road once again. They're undergoing a major rerouting project, and this will once again be the Moose Wilson Road. So plan on that. Plan on coming here 2024, 25 or something like that and beyond, because the old road will not be there anymore. But regardless, this is a great place to find some birds. Just saw what I believe is a red-breasted nuthatch at first glance, so that was a great little surprise. and hearing a lot of little birds right around here and seeing a lot of scurrying, so I'm trying to get a better fix on a few things. Just had a great opportunity with a green-tailed towhee, which was beautiful. And hearing some other things up here like ruby-crowned kinglets. I had a hummingbird come too close. I couldn't have gotten a shot if I tried because way too close with this lens. But yeah, a couple of things starting to come out. I've heard a woodpecker back here as I was photographing the green-tailed towhee, and here's sandhill cranes back there. I'm gonna keep poking around and see what pops out. So I haven't heard that woodpecker again. I think that was just a one-time thing. It must have gone deeper into the woods back there. The only thing I'm really hearing right now is a red-winged blackbird way down in the wetlands behind those trees. He's chirping pretty loud back there. One or two other things calling that I can't see. I will scope this out and see what's around here. Okay, so back in my car now, and really only got that green-tailed towhee, but if that's the only thing I walk away with from that little outing, definitely worth it. So we're gonna keep heading down the road. It is starting to get a little late. It's definitely past dinner time for me. So I'm gonna see what else is out. I'm heading out around Antelope Flats. I live in Kelly, so possibly gonna see something on the way back through there. Typically see some raptors, some kestrel, red-tailed hawks, things like that. If I'm lucky, might be able to get an opportunity with a northern harrier, but we will see. I see them frequently, but that doesn't mean they're going to be out necessarily today. So we'll keep going and see what's out there. So I am almost home, but what a great day out. That was a lot of fun. Saw tons of different birds. Really fun day, and great to see so many different species. Oddly, still no sign of the American robin. That thing is the most elusive bird in the country, but maybe one day we'll see it. But if you like this video, please like and subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, be sure to drop them down in the comments below. And if you're interested in doing a birding workshop with me, something similar to what we just did, be sure to check out my website. The link is in the description. I have both private photography workshops that can go on year-round, as well as an annual spring migration birding workshop, which I do each early May. So be sure to check that out. Links in the description. And yeah, any questions or comments, drop them in the comments. Thanks for watching. Happy trails.